All right, WTA Best Player of the Year, which is probably the easiest category that we've had today. Cam, do you want to go first?
Yep, Swiatek. I don't think anyone needs to know why. 2 slams, massive streak, 2 times more, like twice as many points a second. Beat everyone in the top 10. You know, had a poor end to the year, but again, she lost to someone who's a big hitter. You know that. But yeah, I think Swiatek. And she made the Australian Open semi, which I think people forget as well. You know,
she did
at the start of the year. So yeah, it's eager.
Yeah, by far and away, 88% win percentage.
That's ridiculous. Yeah.
67-9. Like it doesn't get better than that. Like those are your elite seasons that actually maybe even more than elite. Like those are your historical seasons. And you got 8 titles. Yeah, I mean the only 2 slams, we've seen that before. I guess, maybe let's see. I guess that's the interesting thing going forward. Like, where is the upward progress for her? Can she win more than 2 in a season? Which is really, really hard to do. But she basically did everything that you can do other than that in 2022. Yeah,
agreed. A phenomenal year from Iga Swiatek. And you mentioned about how she's improved and she's taken her game to the next level. The biggest thing for me about her going forward is I think she will succeed at Australian Open. She'll win one at some point, whether it's next year or whenever. It's going to be the grass and how she moves on the grass. How is she able to find something that works for her in terms of movement, in terms of adapting her game, and is she going to play as well some tournaments before Wimbledon to adapt? Because it's clearly, I know she's a junior woman champion there, if I'm not mistaken, but I feel like it's very different. When it comes to the senior level, we've seen a lot of people win junior titles on the ATP and WTA sides and not being able to translate that going forward into the main tour, even. But we'll see. I mean, she's got all the attributes to do it. As we have mentioned, she's improving her game drastically. She's starting to come to the net more, which is really, I think it's worrying for everyone else because the more she adds to a game and the more effective she becomes and the more layers she has and more tools she has in the tool bag, it's going to be extremely tough to beat her, and she will come up with different fixes to problems that are presented to her. So it's ominous for the rest of the field, but also exciting to see who's able to step up and actually challenge her. So someone like a Caroline Garcia and a Jabeur and Coco Gauff now coming through. She's younger. Zheng Xinwen, we mentioned that they're coming. They're coming in. Sabalenka as well, as Cam rightfully said. I think she's not going to have the mental struggles that she had last year as much. Hopefully, with obviously everything going on outside of tennis, and she's found a bit of form. So she brings that kind of Serena-esque type of tennis that maybe we don't see as much nowadays. And Serena's obviously retired, so I feel like she's kind of someone who can replicate that type of tennis. So it's going to be exciting. But yeah, Swiatek wins WTA Best Player of the Year, and I'm sure she's watching and very, as Rafa is, very proud of this achievement and probably the best achievement of the year for her. Not the 88% win percentage or the 2 slams. But yeah.
Hopefully they're watching together.
Well, exactly. Yeah, probably after playing doubles.
Yeah.
Exactly.